Hey, good morning and welcome to 2024 Sausage, Meatballs, and Gravy. It's a yearly tradition. We try to record every year and just kind of go through the steps, and we have a lot of fun. So this morning, we've already watched the tape of my grandmother. That's a tradition. You have to watch the tape to have any good luck. This morning we're going to start doing some prep with the onions and garlic. I'll start on my gravy. This year went to the Italian deli, got all tomatoes, and we'll get going soon. So right after the break, we'll come back and we'll chop up some onions and garlic. Hey, welcome back. So I've already started to prep some garlic and onions, which I'm going to go ahead and put in the pot. I'm going to go ahead and sweat those down just a little bit before adding all my tomatoes, a little salt, a little pepper, and then I'm going to have that cook down for like 3 to 4 hours. And then while I'm making my meatballs, that'll make the whole house smell really good and get everything nice and cooked. So coming up after the break, we'll get everything in the pot. All right, well, it's been a couple of minutes and we've already go ahead and sweat down some garlic and onions, a little salt, a little pepper, give that a nice little stir. And then we'll start adding in our tomatoes. We did all San Marzan tomatoes because they're nice and sweet. And lower that heat just a little bit so that everything doesn't start splattering. And because we have an army, we've got 9 cans. And then we'll have a little paste to go in there with that. And then what we always do is we just about a half a cup of water in our can. This way we're washing out our cans and get everything in there nice and clean and nice and clean. And we're going to let that cook down. That'll be about 3-4 hours. And a lot will be happening in between. We'll be doing meatballs, we'll be doing sausage. So coming up right after the break, we'll start making some meatballs. Hey, welcome back. All right, so shout out to the Butcher Block. That's where I get my meat every year, my sausages, my pork and beef. This year we went 3 pounds of beef and 3 pounds of pork. I've got my breadcrumbs, parsley, basil, got my eggs, got my cheese, got my garlic, got everything I need to start mixing this stuff up. All right, so we do 2 eggs per pound. So since we have 6 pounds, it'll be a dozen eggs. I've got the pork. We've got our beef. Beautiful ground beef. Beautiful pork. Avocado. And like I said, a dozen eggs. This is a good binder for my meat. Make sure not to get any shells. Meat. So the eggs act as a binder. Then with the breadcrumbs and the cheese gives its nice flavor. This will all mix up really well. I'll make sure to chop up the garlic nice and fine.
Cut out, no licking.
Don't look at my hands. I'm
Come
gonna
here.
wash my hands.
Come here.
That's what happens when you get family in the kitchen. You just never know. But my hands will be nice and clean. Mixing this, no worries. All right, when we come back from the break, we'll show you rolling everything up. Hey, welcome back. So I've already grinded up my garlic, my parsley, my basil. I've added 1.5 cups of cheese, and I've added 3 cups of breadcrumbs, and now I'm going to just start mixing together. Everything is just really kind of a feel. If it's too moist, you can add more breadcrumbs to the mix, but I'll get everything mixed up really good. And then after the break, we'll roll out some meatballs. Hey, welcome back. So every year there's always a tradition. You always make some testers first. Look how nice that came out. This way, If you needed to add any extra garlic or anything else, you can do that. But once again, I don't. These are absolutely perfect. So, we're going to roll out a bunch of meatballs, and coming up after the break, we're going to do some Italian sausages. Hey, welcome back. Well, the meatballs have been cooking up. We're just about done with our last batch here. Rounding up really nice. And then once from there, then they go into one of 2 pots of gravy. Okay, but the real star of the show coming up. Again, shout out to the butcher block. Is this beautiful Italian sausage. As soon as the meatballs are done, start cooking these up, and you'll get them into the gravy. So after the break, a little bit of sausage. Hey, welcome back. Well, the sausage is done. And take a look at that. Come on, let's open one up while we're here. Let's take a look at this. Whew, that's hot. Woo! Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Absolutely beautiful. Again, shout out to the butcher shop, butcher block, right around the corner. Absolutely phenomenal meats. All right, we're gonna stick those in the gravy. I'll cook up the rest of the sausage, and it's another year wrap up. But we'll be back on Christmas Eve when we'll be making some pasta, having some family and friends over, and it'll be a really great time. Thank you.